Hi guys! Thank you so much for coming to see my latest update. I am terribly sorry I haven't provided an update sooner because I'm already in my second week. It has been a little crazier than I anticipated, and so what have you. I apologize for the cap. I don't usually wear caps, but I'm doing a treatment on my hair and it looks all sorts of crazy, so I'm sparing you right now. Anywho's, I made a list for myself because if I don't, my brain will just go everywhere and I will not stop talking for probably like an hour and I would literally be all over the place. So I'm gonna stick to this and I'll be reading this too. So I'm on my second week right now, about to head into the third week post-op. So I want to start from the beginning, from surgery time. Let you know that the surgery, obviously, because I'm here, the surgery went great. The first 2 days, I had a ridiculous amount of nausea, and even though I really hate nausea, I was still grateful to just have nausea because a lot of people have severe pain because of the gas that's introduced into your stomach, just to make sure that you don't have any leaks. And so I did not suffer from that, and I was so grateful because I've heard like some horror stories. And so I hate nausea a lot. Most of the time I prefer pain to nausea, but in this case, because of the stories I'd heard, I was like, meh, I'm good with nausea. And they kept on like giving me meds for that. So every few hours they would give me meds and I would feel all better again. I was let go the day after surgery at around 1 p.m. So my surgery was at, excuse me, I'll probably be burping throughout this. Whew. Whew. So I apologize because I do, like, that's a thing we have. It's gases. So um, my surgery was at 8 a.m. on a Wednesday, September 4th, and I was released at 1 p.m. the Thursday, right day after. So the first few days, they ask you to walk a little bit and then increase the distance every day. And this is to help with blood clots, but also to get things flowing and moving, obviously, to get you not nimble. Is that even the word? But to get you, like, just moving your muscles around and stuff is a healthy thing after surgery, but really it is to prevent blood clots. They want you to hydrate, 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 and to have the amount of protein that they want you to take in, which is roughly around between 70 and 80 grams of protein per day, which, let me tell you right now, it's almost impossible. I have to this day, and I'm almost at week 3, not been able to reach that amount. I'm lucky if I get to 40 or 50, which I'll get to that. But in the hospital, they give you 2 of these. It's called Isopure, and it has, how many does it have? 40 grams of protein. This 40 grams of protein in here. Like, this is just crazy. It makes me think of like bodybuilders or something. And this is one of the bottles they gave me at the hospital. It's too sweet. It's too sweet for me, and so I've been taking little sips of it every now and then, every day, when I know that I need kind of like a recharge or a little bit more protein because I haven't gotten enough in. So, I wanted to talk about sleeping as well. With sleeping, it was pretty difficult. So the first day I did sleep in a recliner, which was awesome. But then we figured I should probably move to my bed. So I did. Unfortunately, my bed is really low to the ground. It's about just 8 inches off the ground because it's on a platform. So to get out of bed was ridiculously difficult. I had to wait until somebody else would come and help me out. So for somebody that's independent, that's like ridiculously hard, but it's okay. I'm very grateful for the help that I've gotten. Let's see. We have to do the spirometer. I know that looks kind of weird, but every single day we have to do it. I think it's like once every 3 hours or something like that. And this, you have to inhale and you have to get it as high as you can. So if it if it says anything, when I first tried this thing, which was pre-op, I was at 35, between 35 and I guess this is like 37 hundred. And the day after surgery, I couldn't even get it past, like, I couldn't get it to 1,000. Right now, I'm roughly at around 2,500. So it's still a work in progress. But yeah, and I haven't done it as often as I should. Woo! But it's there. Let me see. What else was I gonna say? My first meeting with my surgeon was a day before my week post-op. Uh, he was not happy with me because of my protein intake, not meeting his goals. And I also spoke with them because my high blood pressure was spiking a lot in the afternoon. So for that entire first week, I took my blood pressure in the morning and then in the afternoon. In the mornings, it would be fine. And then in the afternoon, it would be roughly between 170 and 190 over 100 to 120, which is not good, especially when you're already taking meds for that. So he went ahead and he was like pretty peeved that I wasn't getting protein, which the protein, what it does is that not only is it supposed to satiate you hunger wise, but it's also supposed to help you heal more quickly. He told me to go ahead and move on to the second phase of the diet, which is full liquids. So it'd be something like this Premier Protein. A lot of people swear by this in the gastric world. It's not necessarily my favorite. I can definitely drink like 4 whole Slim Fasts before I drink one of these things, because the Slim Fast doesn't leave like a horrific aftertaste. And so that's why I love it so much. Let me see what else. I also have medicines and vitamins that I have to take every single day. So I'll show you the multivitamin that I take every day is this one, and it is pretty large, as you can see. They also have me on a blood thinner, so I have to every day inject myself with this syringe, which already comes pre-filled with the medication. And I have to inject myself in my lower belly, which was super scary, but I just told myself over and over and over again, this is something you have to do. You absolutely have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so I did do it. And I still do every day. I still have about 4 left at the time I'm filming this, which is very exciting for sure. So I did say that I am 2 weeks out. I'm almost at 3 weeks out. It'll be 3 weeks and 2 days. And I did have an ER visit. Let's see, 2 days ago now. I ended up getting really bad heart or like chest pains, like really, really bad, to the point that it just scared me. It freaked me out. And I was having a lot of trouble taking deep breaths. Like I could not inhale completely, and so I didn't know what the heck was going on. I thought that maybe I could have like something lodged there, or like even a gas lodge, so I just kept on like pounding on my chest. I asked my grandma to like, you know, try to burp me from the back. She didn't hit me hard enough, but you know, she tried and it didn't work. And I mean, at some point I just hunched over my bed and I couldn't. I didn't even know what to do. There was no comfortable position. And so fortunately, they took me to the ER. They ran all sorts of tests. I had a CAT scan done, an EKG, and a chest x-ray. They did find out that my pancreas was swollen. And so apparently, and also the pancreas was producing a high amount of its enzymes, which is not normal. So the doctor said that that is probably why I was feeling that way, because that is, he said, a normal reaction to having a high enzyme count. But fortunately, they released me within a few hours, and I was feeling so much better. It was ridiculous. I was very grateful. They sent me home with more nausea meds and pain meds, and to just take them. With the pain meds, I'm not allowed to drive until 3 hours after, or 3 hours, 3 days after I take them, take the last one. So I'm not driving, which is okay because I drove once and it was very, very, very uncomfortable. Uh, I did try food for the first time today, and I did want to show you a little bit of that, just because this is life now. So here I have one egg, and so I'm supposed to take a bite about this big every 2 to 4 minutes, and I have to chew it at least 40 times. I cannot have anything to drink 30 minutes before I eat and 30 minutes after I eat. So right now I'm literally watching the clock because that was my very first time trying food. I think I had about 5 bites and I'm like, ooh, really close to having nausea. So, and I'm just ready for a lot of water. Oh, I have not been walking as much just because the doctor in the ER, told me to rest for the first 3 days after my ER visit, and then I can get back to hopefully going to the gym. After tomorrow, I can actually swim again, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, this has not been easy at all whatsoever. I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you in your messages. I have not wanted to necessarily look at my phone too often or my social medias. I don't know why. I think maybe I'm in a little bit of a slump in terms of emotions. I also tend to like close myself off instead of asking for help whenever I think I need help or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never dug into my psyche like that. So I don't know the reasoning, but just know that I do receive your messages. I'm so grateful and I love you guys so much. It's really encouraging when I do get to read them. But for right now, I'm just like, I'll respond when I can, hopefully. But I do love you guys very much. And yeah, so I just wanted to leave you lastly with, I'm sure I left a whole bunch of stuff off, but I will, oh yeah, I did forget also, sorry. These are my calcium bites. They're chewable, and these actually are chocolate flavored, which I don't like chocolate, but I found that those were the only ones that I really liked and could probably have every single day. I have to take one after every meal, like main meal, which I'm not at yet. I don't have main meals. I just eat whenever I feel hunger. Which is not very often, as you can imagine. And then this thing has also kind of been saving my life. This supposedly, it has, one scoop is about a little less than a tablespoon, I'd like to say, and one scoop of this has 30 grams of protein. So that has really saved my life. Just really quickly, my highest weight, and I'm sorry, everybody's coming home now. My highest weight was 347. My surgery weight, was 323, and my current weight is 305. So I've lost 18 pounds in 2 weeks. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything to say, just leave it in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you're well.